looks like it's super cloudy today. I actually got notice recently that they shipped a new hard drive. It's not the one that they're trying to recover the data from, but it should be a new 16 terabyte hard drive. Apparently it should be here pretty quick too, so hopefully it does. Running out of space. And what's going on today? It's kind of interesting reading this one. You've often read stories of countries banning drones, mainly for security reasons. For example, like in the US, wanting to ban Chinese-made drones because they fear they're compromised by, like, say, the Communist Party and they'll take your data and all that. But how about just outright banning it because you want to promote, I guess, local growth, so to speak? It says here, drone import banned, defense R&D exceptions. The government has taken a series of steps to boost domestic manufacturing of drones and drone components, including announcing an RS-120 core production-linked incentive scheme and liberalizing drone operation rules. The government on Wednesday banned the import of drones other than for defense, security, and research purposes. The aim is to promote Made in India drones, according to a notification by the Directorate General of Foreign Trade. The ban will not apply to the import of drone parts. The government has taken a series of steps to boost domestic manufacturing of drones and drone components, including announcing an RS-120 core production-linked incentive scheme and liberalizing drone operation rules. As well, they talk about the recent changes in the drone regulations there. For example, people have to pay a fee to operate the drone, probably for things like registration and all that. It's kind of interesting though just to read this story on how they're pretty straightforward, where they want to, I guess, quote, ban foreign drones because they want to encourage domestic growth, whereas a lot of places people would wonder, is the real reason why you're banning stuff isn't so much about security reasons, but that's why you want to do it, because you want to promote, I guess, growth within your own country in that sense, so you're not dependent on others, I guess you could say. And talking about banning stuff and tech, this was kind of interesting. A lot of people fear in the future you're going to be monitored everywhere, facial recognition and all that. How about some places where they're kind of suggesting that you should ban this stuff now, so to speak? It says, lawmakers call on feds to drop Clearview AI facial recognition contracts. The Pentagon and Department of Justice have active contracts with a controversial company. A group of 4 progressive lawmakers sent letters to several federal agencies on Wednesday calling for an end to their use of Clearview AI's controversial facial recognition system. The letter was sent to the Department of Justice of Defense, Homeland Security, and the Interior. All 4 agencies were identified in an August 2021 report from the General Accounting Office as using Clearview for domestic law enforcement purposes. And here's their concern, where it says, quote, Clearview AI's technology could eliminate public anonymity in the United States, the letter reads, describing the system as capable of fundamentally dismantling Americans' expectation that they can move, assemble, or simply appear in public without being identified. The same 4 lawmakers had previously introduced legislation that would bar federal law enforcement from using facial recognition technology entirely and add new restrictions for state and local police departments using the technology. It's kind of interesting in that case. Would you agree to ban stuff like this, for example, regardless of the use, because it could potentially get carried away afterwards? One interesting story I read about this is how in China, stuff like this already exists. And because of that, they're so advanced in that case, where it could be a disadvantage, I guess, technically, where you're behind because you're not actually developing that type of, I guess, tech. But at the same time, it is true, where eventually there'll be, like, what, cameras everywhere, people will be ID'd non-stop. I guess where's the balance in that case? All right, see you guys later.